And you will notice that it has an initial sugar of 4 ounces. In this case, would be 2 ounces. Yes? Right?
Yes.
Once you have placed your milk, right, just go ahead and place the sugar right on top. What in effect we are doing at this point in time is that we're creating 2 types of viscosity. Okay, guys? The milk will, at one point or another, burn. Okay? So in order for the milk not to burn, we have placed the sugar right after we have placed the milk into the pot so that it will slowly seep down, right? And by sugar going to the bottom, the sugar is going to protect the milk so it won't burn, because it requires more energy to actually hurt the sugar. Everybody with me?
Yes.
So the sugar will keep releasing its water solubles and will protect our liquid. Everybody got that? So that's why we did it like that. Okay? Second, what we are going to do is, if you look at it, it says egg yolks, whole eggs. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Egg yolks and whole eggs, I have it in one container. I'm going to place it into a bowl. And what I am going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and whisk the eggs until, we have a nice homogeneous finish. So we don't have an egg white, egg yolks. It's all going to look the same. Okay? Once your egg product looks the same all the way through, as you may know to be by now, okay, this is when we are going to go ahead and place both the cornstarch and then the second amount of sugar. Now we're going to work sugar and cornstarch into our egg product. And at first it will look like this will never mix, but it will. It surely will. What you are doing at this point in time is that trying to rely on the sugar to break down the starch. You don't want any lumps. The lumps will be always against you. Okay, guys? Try to make sure that you have no lumps. Three casualties. We have Lawrence, Cravassier, and Amber. That's it, right?
Australia.
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 Well, we call it Izzy.
Who's Australia?
Australia.
You guys confused me. Okay, so at this point, I have I have the eggs and the yolks, cornstarch, and then the second part of the sugar, right? This is called a custard base. This is called a custard base. Okay. Yes, out there in the real world, you see people making a large batch all the time. You won't be making a small batch. It will make sense to make a large batch because you have many uses for a pastry cream. Okay, guys? So what we are going to do is we are going to fire up the liquid And yes, we are going to fire it up so that we bring it to a boil. To a boil. Not to simmer, not to scald, but to a boil, please. The second part of the sugar is also to protect the eggs. By having sugar placed into the custard base won't allow the eggs to cook right away. Okay, you will have to go through sugar. Does that make sense? So it's an added protection.
I'm sorry, wearing sugar.
Wearing sugar? It does not protect you against bad boyfriends.
But then maybe she'll be sweet and she'll get a good one. Like you saying, oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Yes.
Chef, with the milk and the sugar in the end, you just sprinkle the sugar on top of it?
I never stirred it because stirring it will defeat the purpose.
Okay.
So what it does is that sugar just seeps down, and as it gets warm, sugar will eventually blend in by melting, and that becomes your protective layer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up 3 in the morning because I gotta do turkey, roast beef, and we're doing duck this year. So
You gonna do it in the morning?
yeah, I gotta do it in the morning
Yeah.
because we're eating by 2.
I'm cooking today.
You don't do the turkey in the morning though?
No, ma'am. I'm doing it today.
They're gonna kill me if it's not fresh. If it's not fresh, right?
Well, tell you what, they ain't paying for it. I have too much food. I have 3 turkeys, a hen.
Yeah, so we got a Cajun microwave for the ducks. Fried ducks.
The turkeys.
Do you have family coming in town?
Yeah, we have like 20 odd people.
Oh my goodness.
I am not. Of course, they come to the chef house. That makes sense.
Well, they're coming for the wine.
You got the good stuff.
Yeah, by 4 o'clock I was serving wine.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my dad wake up at like 5, so I won't be far behind you, Chef.
Yeah, I'll have all my meat marinated, ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm working tomorrow morning.
Starbucks is open on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That is awful.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that makes me mad.
What?
Starbucks is open on Thanksgiving.
Well, people go.
That's wrong.
People don't stop
So
going.
guys, eventually it comes to a boil, right? So this is going to be the setup for you, right? So when you guys doing your practical on this day, you don't need to rush as long as you guys are set up. Does that make sense to you? Okay. This is boiling. I'm gonna set. So let's say somebody's over there, right? It's okay. Chef, but you had it so close to you.
But yeah, people would still go to Walmart if it was open, but that didn't even open.
Just make sure your custard base
No,
is
they open
ready.
at like 8.
Okay? This thing came to a boil.
Yeah.
Yes, guys?
Yes, chef.
And for those people who did not believe that it came to a boil, I will reboil it.
Oh, yeah.
No foils.
We didn't see the hole. I'm following energy.
I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
It's going.
So milk, usually just like cream, when it's a heavy boil, it will start frothing up. Okay, guys? So that's what you're looking for. And then I'm gonna turn it off. And then I'm gonna come all the way over here because I'm gonna pretend to be like you, right? So I'm not doing it right there. All you have to do is basically add a little bit while you are whisking. So you don't shock the egg. Everybody got that? constantly in motion. Treat it with care, and you won't have any eggs cooked. What is the problem with having eggs cooked is that, and you know, I hate to use this term, but it's just going to taste eggy. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys saw that a little display, a little too much histrionic early this morning, but I have to show you that this is not something like, Chef, you were so close. That's why I messed up. Does not fly. Everybody with me so far? Okay. So you see how the pot is nice and clean at the bottom? Usually there's a milk film. You know, guys, Mom can't sleep. Can I get hot milk? Whenever she warmed up milk, there was a film of milk, right? This is good, and this is a good sign, okay? So once you have done that, and once you have mixed it very well, we're going to go right back to that beautiful pot. I need everybody to please, if you are unsure, to come as close as you can so you guys can see how this thing all comes together, okay? So we're going to go ahead and fire it up. And we are going to keep it moving. Do you guys understand the stir custard now? We are going to keep it moving. But what are we waiting for, guys? Because starch activates. We have already partially activated. Would you all agree?
Yes.
Okay, so we are kind of like, you know, we're helping you. We're helping you get there. But you're not really waiting for this thing to actually be activated. You need to keep it moving. Otherwise, you will only make scrambled eggs. Yes?
Yes.
Wow.
Take it off the heat.
Transformation. I know, right?
Take it off the heat and just make sure you tighten it up.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you guys. Make sure you go to all the edges. And tighten it up. Okay? And then we're going to put vanilla. And then we're going to put butter.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And then while we have the residual heat, we're going to blend it in. And it should blend in real nicely. Now, vanilla is the flavoring, okay? And then the butter is always the tenderizer, okay? Okay? So it's going to feel more creamy. So you guys all see? Now, if anything, at this point in time, I'm just going to leave it here so that everybody who wants to come and just stir it and get the feel for it, let's do that. Okay?
Yeah, stir it for me, Alice. You pick it up like that.
There's a gnat in that bowl. Underneath that arm.
Okay, everybody satisfied? Everybody got a feel for it? Stephanie? So you guys understand that what was liquid is no longer, right guys?
Yes.
Yeah?
Less than 5 seconds, just got rid of it.